Army, Houston, UCF, Texas Tech. Man, the SEC. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about the past. I want to talk about right now. And as I sit here today, the SEC is not better than the Big Ten. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And you guys will say, "Oh, we have two teams in the college football playoff." I give you that. You have Georgia in the college football playoff. You have Alabama in the college football playoff. But let's not forget how many teams that the Big Ten had ranked in the top 10 this year. At one point, set a record. We had 4 or 5 teams ranked in the top 10. Look, Bryce Young is a freshman, and once again, it seems like Alabama and even Georgia, to this point now, they're going to have to carry the SEC on their back because the performances that I'm seeing from these SEC teams are just not up to par. The teams that you are losing to, that is not. I don't care who opts out. The SEC is, recruits very well. Yeah, if you look at the NFL, they have guys scattered all over teams. So does the Big Ten, But, I mean, come on. This is just, like, at this point, it's embarrassing. Can you guys win a game? Now, I don't. I mean, let's just come on, man. Florida, Auburn, Missouri, Mississippi State, man. You got Mike Leach out here. Obviously he wants his money. But he should have. I felt like a better time would have been able to discuss, his issues that he had with Texas Tech after the game. If you ever watch Mike Leach's press conferences, he has some funny ones, but this is like he seemed irate, and he really wanted to win this game. You could tell, and unfortunately, he failed to Texas Tech where he coached. He had a long career. Obviously remember at Texas Tech with Michael Crabtree, but the SEC, just the performances that we're seeing. We've seen guys opt out of these bowl games. Or something that they're going to point to. But, I mean, Florida, you lost the state championship to what? UCF? These guys crowned themselves national champions because they went undefeated. I should have did that in 20. I didn't know we could do that. 2012, my Buckeyes, we went undefeated. We couldn't go to a bowl game because we had some things going on in our program. I guess we national champions too, and that's who Florida lost to. I mean, this is like, are you kidding me? Texas Tech, come on, man. This is like, I won't even say amused. I'm just disappointed that what I'm seeing. I can't believe it. Now, obviously, all can be rectified by the SEC once again by Alabama or Georgia having to carry the SEC's back because they have an opportunity to win a national championship. Now, obviously, we have that team up north in the college football playoff. Am I rooting for them to win the national championship? Heck no. They made the playoffs. You got to give them credit. The SEC has 2 teams in the playoff. But the Big Ten is not top-heavy. From top to bottom, especially the Big Ten East, you got obviously my Buckeyes. You got Michigan State. You have Harbaugh's team. They're playing in the college football playoff. Penn State is, a team that's consistently good year in and year out. Even, James Franklin, Joe Paterno. But just this year alone, I am disappointed in the SEC. And I don't think they're not going to win a bowl game. I think they'll win a bowl game. But just right now, first you're 0-1, fine. 2, okay. 3, now we'll cause for pause. You guys are now 0-4. I don't want to hear it. And we had great Heisman candidates, too. We had C.J. Stroud, Aiden Hutchinson, 2 guys. Many felt that Kenneth Walker should have got more Heisman consideration. Bryce Young is terrific. I think that Will Anderson for Alabama, he should have got some Heisman consideration. But right now, I'm telling you, the Big Ten is the best conference. If you want to win games, the ratings show. Ohio State was number 1 in ratings this year. Number 2 was Alabama. Number 3 was Michigan. So if you come to it's not like the SEC is where football matters. Football is big here too. Nationally, people want to see these teams play. You have two brand names in Michigan and Alabama in the college football playoff, but it's not looking good for the SEC. Now I am talking too soon. My Buckeyes, we've yet to play Utah. I think we have a great shot. Minnesota's about to play in their bowl game, so we can easily lose some bowl games too. Obviously the college football playoff, the SEC versus the Big Ten, and that Michigan-Georgia matchup. But right now, as we sit here today, it's not looking good for the SEC. They can rectify it, obviously, win the championship. I mean, you have your Purdue, but Georgia, Alabama, they're once again carrying the backs of the SEC. These teams have a lot. They have to get better. I don't care about who opted out. This is an embarrassing performance that I've seen, and I'm just speechless.